What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
Enola Holmes is now available on Netflix, with Millie Bobby Brown reprising her role as Sherlock's younger sister Enola. But can we expect Enola to return for another Netflix mystery? 2 years after Netflix released the first movie, Enola Holmes 2 takes viewers back to the world created by young adult author Nancy Springer, where the renowned detective Sherlock Holmes has a younger sister who also happens to be a detective. The 2020 movie Enola Holmes introduced audiences to the titular character, a headstrong and sincere young woman determined to succeed in the world. In the follow-up, the character is back for a more tightly plotted tale that incorporates a lot more of Sherlock Holmes' legend. Whereas the first Enola Holmes movie was a little too haphazard, with too many disjointed story threads to feel like a cohesive story, Jack Thorne's plot for Enola Holmes 2 is much more graceful in a way it ties all of the aspects of the film together. Thorne, who also wrote the screenplay for the first film, manages to maintain all the positive aspects of Enola Holmes while weaving a more tightly plotted mystery. These aspects include the character's enduring tone and prosperity to break the fourth wall. Sarah Chapman's mystery is complex as a viewer might expect after the first film, and is large enough for Sherlock to play a role. Thorne even incorporates real historical events, loosely basing Sarah on a woman of the same name involved in the Match Girls strike of 1888. Enola Holmes 2 separated what didn't work in the first film and gave viewers more of what they liked. Netflix has yet to confirm Enola Holmes 3, but we have a feeling it's only a matter of time after the huge success of Enola Holmes 2. During its first weekend, the sequel received 64.1 million hours of viewing on Netflix, making it the most watched title on the platform, even surpassing the eagerly anticipated return of Manifest. The sequel introduced some classic Sherlock characters into the Enola Holmes universe, making the prospect of a third film even more exciting. We're confident that the success will last for a few more weeks as everyone catches up with Millie Bobby Brown's latest case as Sherlock's little sister Enola, and the star, who also produces the series, has plans for a third film.
Perhaps she wants to change the world.
Perhaps it's a world that needs changing.
The existence of Enola Holmes 3 has not yet been officially announced by Netflix, which typically waits to do so until a film or television program has made its debut. But in this case, it appears extremely likely to occur because the first Enola Holmes was one of the Netflix's biggest successes, with the streaming giant revealing 76 million households watching the Netflix original in the crucial first 4 weeks after release. Enola Holmes 2 has received a lot of positive reviews, and it's not difficult to see this film series growing to be one of Netflix's biggest and longest-running franchises. The first Enola Holmes film was released in September 2020, and production on the sequel didn't begin until fall 2021, likely due to the busy schedules of Millie Bobby Brown and Henry Cavill. Before we go any further, we wanted to let you know it's time for you to smash that like button if you haven't done it already. Brown will undoubtedly prioritize Stranger Things Season 5, while Henry will have a full schedule that includes Man of Steel 2 and the Ministry of Ungentle Manly Warfare, in which he'll portray James Bond creator Ian Fleming in a World War II spy drama. Sadly, this means that Enola Holmes 3 won't be available to watch for a while, possibly until not late 2024. However, given that we're nearing the end of the year, no trilogy has been commissioned, and the cast all have busy schedules ahead of them, we believe a 2025 release date is more likely. Enola Holmes 3 will most certainly feature the main returning cast. Millie Bobby Brown, describing working on Enola Holmes 2 as the most important moment in her career thus far due to her increased involvement with the production at all levels. She continued by stating that to do it all over again would be a dream, and that the first movie was her favorite thing she had ever done, and if that holds, we can expect her to be up for more. She'll likely be joined by Helena Bonham Carter's Eudoria Holmes and Lewis Partridge's Lord Tewkesbury, who has been cast as a reoccurring character. Ideally, Henry will be able to free up his schedule for Enola Holmes 3 as well, allowing viewers to see his relationship with the series Dr. Watson, played by Hamish Patel, who made an appearance in the Enola Holmes 2 credit scene. That certainly seemed to be setting him up for more in this franchise, but we'll have to wait and see for now. Since Ms. Mira Troy, alas Mortre, promised to return for her revenge, there might be more for her as well. In the first Enola Holmes movie, Sam played the Mycroft Holmes, the brother of Enola and Sherlock, and we hope to see him in a third movie even though he wasn't in the sequel.
I'm presently on the way to collect my brothers, Mycroft and Sherlock.
Yes, Sherlock Holmes.
Enola Holmes 2 wraps up a main mystery similarly to the first film that doesn't leave us with a significant cliffhanger to tease the third film. We see that she has escaped from prison in the final scenes of the sequel, so we can be sure that she'll return to cause mayhem in the threequel. For any upcoming mysteries at least, Enola and Sherlock will now have Dr. John Watson's assistance. Nancy Springer's books serve as the inspiration for the first two movies, and the third one is likely to follow suit. There's rumors that the case of the bizarre bouquets will serve as its inspiration in the book. Dr. Watson is taken hostage, and Sherlock and Enola are determined to learn what happened to their friend. She hasn't appeared in the series at all. In the third book, The Case of the Bizarre Bouquets does introduce Dr. Watson, so we can assume that the third movie will once again tell a unique story. Before the release of Enola Holmes 2, Millie Bobby Brown expresses her desire for a potential Enola Holmes 3 to include fresh cases that would test the limits of the title character. The relationship between Henry's Sherlock Holmes and Millie's Enola is the main theme of Enola Holmes 2, and by the end of the movie, the two have resolved their differences. The relationship between Sherlock and Enola is delightful. At first, she competes with her older brother, but she ultimately joins forces with him after realizing that their different areas of interest allow them to coexist in London. While Enola deals with problems on the streets and Sherlock deals with the wealthy and prestigious clients, the latter's method ensures that she'll inevitably have to deal with other social change-related problems. The Baker Street Irregulars were a group of undercover agents who worked for Sherlock in Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's original novels and short stories. Enola may create this group in Enola Holmes franchise. The post-credits scene tease of Dr. Watson's introduction in Hamish Paddle is a good place to start. The final scene of Enola Holmes 2 is cleverly misdirected, with Sherlock preparing for his tea time with Enola, whom he'd recently invited to live with him at 221B Baker Street and become his partner in criminal detection. Naturally, Enola politely declined because she preferred to be her own woman. However, she did play matchmaker by arranging for her brother to meet Dr. Watson as a potential flatmate, while her relationship with her brother was beginning to warm up. It's also a great setting for future adventures. For starters, casting of Patel offers a fresh take on Watson, the worn-out war hero from colonial India. Watson is now of Indian ancestry, exploring that in a mystery linked to the British Empire's adventures on foreign soil could provide a new perspective on a Victorian era's most popular hero. This feels like a continuation of themes from the first two Enola Holmes films, and because of that, you need to smash that subscribe button and notification bell so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. While the second film largely ignored Springer's source material novels, it should be noted that the mystery of the author's third Enola novel, The Case of Bizarre Bouquets, revolves around Dr. Watson's disappearance. As it turns out, Sherlock's companion has been abducted and being held in a mental institution. The game is on. We'll see you in the next video.